Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Let's Play Death Stranding. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Apparently we gotta go over to the mirror, says Norman the Reedus, and a magical fetus. I don't know why, but he wants to, so, you know, we gotta listen to him. We're in the private room. It's where he has a mind of his own. But everything seems to be fine, so I don't know. You alright, bud? He seems fine. Good old Norman. Definitely nothing bad could ever happen looking in the mirror in this game. Definitely not. Alright, well, he definitely hasn't used a shower in a while. I mean, we just had the world's longest recorded trek or delivery made on foot post-Stranding. So, with that out of the way, might as well get a little shower on here. Now, I don't know if the mechanics from Metal Gear Solid V are in this game in terms of showering. Essentially, in MGS-V, if you don't shower, your character will actually emit a smell that enemies can detect and will root you out while you're sneaking around. And you'll have flies following you around. So if you're hiding behind a chest-high wall or something like that, then they'll be able to spot that as well and be like, what the hell's going on here? There's some random bullshit that happens in that game. Also, your HP is lower if you don't shower. Your HP will permanently take damage over time. So, yeah, always worth making sure you take a shower out of principle, roleplay-wise. But at the end of the day, it might actually have a straight gameplay mechanic to do stuff like this. And of course, you could skip these cutscenes, but hey, we don't really do this too much anyway in our playthrough, so it's fine. Apparently, he didn't really have to go poo-poo anyway. He's just doing fine. No real nightmares happening. Nothing like that. Would be nice if we could upgrade our equipment rack, though, for grenades. Feels bad, man. The moment we can have grenade pouches just makes it so much safer to go through BT zones. It's unreal. Alright, let's start getting through our mail before we continue on. Port Knot City, Victor Frank. You may notice he's the same character model as his brother. I think they're twins, or they're very close to that of being twins. About my brother. Ever since you told me about my brother, I haven't been able to stop thinking about him. I want to make one thing clear, though. I don't blame you for what happened. Igor wouldn't either. I know that. It's weird, though. We weren't all that close. And back when he was alive, I'd go weeks without thinking about him. But now, well, ain't that the way things always go? You still got that little keepsake of his. Sounds kinda stupid, but I've started thinking of it as like his alter ego or something. You know it was his dream to go west with the second expedition, right? He never made it. But if his favorite toy does, it almost feels like it would make up for it, at least a little. You show the little guy the sights now, you hear? Lord knows, I'll never get to see him. We got George Baton. Where roads lead. Thanks for stopping by again, Sam. When I was performing maintenance on the buildings the other day, I saw some footprints you left behind. Took a moment to retrace them, like I was literally walking in your footsteps. Felt pretty cool, ain't gonna lie. Unfortunately, I got a little carried away and found myself in mule territory. Realized it before they caught me, but man, you should have seen me turn tail and run like the wind. I do not want to meet those guys in the field, no sir! Even so, it was fun walking where you'd been before. Felt like I was connected to you and your legacy in those moments. Just make sure you make it back in one piece like I did. Oh my god, Jeff Keighley's be emailing us again. The Ludens fan. Are you Ludens? Ludens, rather? I had this crazy idea, Sam. What if you're the perfect example of homo-ludens? Think about it. You're with bridges, but you're not beholden to them. You're the only one who can expand the network, so they need you as much as you need them, if not more. Taken all together, you're pretty much free to do whatever you want, including coming way out here to visit me on a whim. Maybe what you do isn't play, in the strictest sense of the word. Doesn't help you blow off steam, I expect. But you go about your business as you like. and your actions have a direct effect on our culture and our world. I'd say that's the sort of life any aspiring homo-ludens would envy. Don't you? I don't know. I asked David Hayter on Twitter the other day in a private message how exactly to talk into a microphone, because I've been doing it for 10 years, but I was curious to see someone in the biz if they knew any strats, any ways to talk in the microphone better when either yelling or commentating or mail and stuff. And he actually got back to me, and he had some pretty useful information, like stand a foot or be a foot away from the microphone, and like talking to the diaphragm, which I kind of knew, but like it was good to know that like a lot of these little beats and things that I've been doing is like things that he's been doing for all these years. If you don't know David Hayter, he's the voice actor of Solid Snake. He's a wonderful dude. Really, really kind dude. Took a huge pay cut when working on the Twin Snakes. Although, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes in comparison to the original game. You gotta admit, like, David Hayter taking the biggest pay cut ever in his career just to make it so all the original voice actors can come back and work on that game. Pretty damn respectful, dude. I love that guy. Anyway, tangent aside. Got more emails from Die Hard Man and another email from someone else as well. Alright, here we go. The Chiral Network experiments between Central and Capital 1. This was a year and some months ago. Madam President, this will be your new office from today. The relocation of your official residence has been completed, and the entire medical team has been brought along as well. Rest assured that information regarding this move has been shared on a need-to-know basis only. I understand that, following the loss of New York, you wish to direct the reconstruction efforts from Central Knot City, but in light of recent separatist activity on the eastern seaboard, we no longer consider it safe. We will see to it that the people continue to believe you are in Central, and Bridges HQ will operate as normal. As per your orders, the network research teams and delivery systems management have all been covertly transferred here to Capital Knot City. We are doing our utmost to expedite testing of the chiral network link between Central and Capital, while not neglecting your immediate medical needs, of course. This will be our base of operations for the next stage in the fight to rebuild America. And a continuation of the same email. This one's part 2. Took place a few months later, after that last email, though. Continuation of Die Hard Man's chiral network experiments between Central Capital Knot. Madam President, I'm happy to report that the trial run was a success. The connection between Central and Capital was established without incident. No chiral spikes or other irregularities. The Cupid functioned within acceptable parameters as well. There's still a lot of work to do. Chiral holograms, chiral printing, and data recovery have yet to be proven viable. But the confirmation that data can be sent via the chiral network is a huge step forward for the UCA. Our next step will be to use Cupids to establish connections with the other cities. Preparations for the second expedition are already underway. We're still trying to track Sam down, but as soon as he's back with us, he'll be given his new command. So Bridges, for over a year, has been tracking me to make me do their job, because they are lacking proper deliverers. So they've been hunting me down for quite some time. Hence why they were so quick to shove me into this mission. Remember when, in the first few episodes, when they're like, oh yeah, that seems symbolic, I guess you really gotta carry out missions for Bridges now. They basically just shoved him in because they knew he couldn't do anything about it. Mules and local porters from 2 years ago. When people hear mules, they think junkies driven crazy by a desire to steal supplies we so desperately need to survive. Lucky for us, not all couriers are predisposed to this condition. Not all mules, in fact. They were professionals once, and some still are. Some even complete proper deliveries from time to time. Fragile Express has been known to use them, along the independent porters. For those at risk of losing it, they say the only way to stave off the syndrome is to join a distro organization with strong leadership and support to help keep you on the straight and narrow. Or you can strike out on your own, but that's no easy path. There's a reason guys who run solo have a reputation for being bulletproof. Alright, I believe we have one final email here from Bridges staff. So just generic staff. This one's Igor, though, from 3 years ago. Igor should be the one that I think passed away, right? I volunteered to join Bridges. Signed up with my brother Victor. See, we both remembered when America was still America. When we still had planes and satellites. When we were still connected to everyone and everything. The world was different, bigger, and we wanted it back. He was chosen for the first expedition and hit the road damn near straight away. Me, I got told to hang back here in Central, which was okay, I guess. Corpse disposal means taking your fair share of timefall in the line of duty. You get a sense for it after a while. A sixth sense for when the clouds are about to open up. Of course, the clouds themselves are a big tell, and an inverse rainbow's guarantee you're in for some shit. But there are smaller signs too, changes in the air. I smell the wind when it hits. You've got power outages to deal with. Far as I understand it, which ain't all that far. It's to do with high concentrations of chiralium causing electromagnetic interference or something, which also interacts with water and kicks up clouds of ozone, which then makes the temperature drop like a rock. Anyway, I may be used to timefall, but that don't mean I'm immune to it. Believe me, I'm younger than I look. My big bro'd take a lot of pleasure in telling you that if he could see me now. So Igor must be much younger then. He must have been hit by timefall at one point, as he's saying here. This is probably the last and only email we'll see of that man. We will carry on his legacy as we continue on. Of course, we got new music. Silence for the Feeling by Silent Poets. Silent Poets and Low Roar are just like the two standouts here. And then all the other music tracks are just wonderful. Alright, we got the reading out of the way. Let's chug some Red Bull. I don't know what other like energy drinks there are. We just gotta sponsor them all. I wonder what how the marketing did for this game, because a lot of people bought Monster Energy drink like ironically, which I think is kind of funny. All right, check on BB, make sure he's okay. This poor baby. How you doing, little guy? Oh. Being cute as always. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything for us. Let's head on out. Oh, don't shake your head at me, Norman. They got things to do. Missions to carry out.
Brought you an astronaut. Mankind can go anywhere, even outer space. You'll be out of there in no time. And the second all this is over, I'm going to take you wherever you want to go.
Well, that's interesting. I thought the brothers had the loot installs, and they shared them together, most likely given to them by their parents.
Verifying ID.
But Mads Mikkelsen gave BB a loot install, and he's singing the same theme that Sam is singing to his BB. But isn't that BB the same one that we have right now? Who knows? All I know is yeet. All right. Wait, transfer cargo from hand to back? Oh, right, okay, yeah. If you have a piece of cargo on the ground, you can just put it on your back. I was thinking the opposite direction, or where it's like you pull it off your back and put it on your hand. I'm like, no, you can't do that. You gotta do that if you go through the menus. Or if you drop it on the ground. You have to, like, discard everything. Okay, apparently we don't have any deliveries to make. If we go into our private locker here, though, we do have some EX grenades. I think we can also grab this blood bag, considering, like I said before, you get blood bag. Okay, you get one blood bag. I thought it was two. You get one 500 milliliter blood bag every time you go into a private room, which is very, very nice and convenient for us. You could basically just spam it, I think, too. You could probably just go into the private room, come back out, into the private room over and over and over again. To make more, or you can just craft them if you have fabrication techniques unlocked for it. For now, though, we'll say okay. We did get an EX Grenade 0, but I'm not going to use it. I just took the shower just because why not? And then, if we go to the share locker, maybe we can claim some cargo for ourselves. Someone has some bridge boots, level 1, and another blood bag. You know what? We'll take the blood bag. And we'll carry this on our back. And then the boots, we'll actually attach that to our boot clip. Sweet. Thank you. Saves us from having to make one ourselves. And let's go into our private locker and drop off this PCC that we just don't need. I thought we might need it along the route, but it seems right now we're doing just fine. So let's place this to the private locker and not worry about it too much. So we got 3 blood bags. Wait, I thought we had 4. Oh, carried on back blood bag. Oops. Meant to put this on my utility pouch. There we go. Now we got all 4 in our utility pouch. Alright, sweet. And we have an extra blood bag just in case. Actually, we'll just put this on our back. There we go. I don't know about you guys. I just feel like I'm gonna need it. But it's okay. Even if you're lacking blood bags, the game is very nice in situations where you might actually need it.
Scan. Have a pleasant journey. Keep on keeping on.
The name's Higgs, the particle of God that permeates all existence. Ah, so it was you that dragged him into all this. Bloodied but unvowed. What's that? Bridget Strand is dead. America's last president dead and burned. Oh, and now the girl's been chosen to take Mommy's place. Well, that won't wash. She's not cut out for politics, is she? Oh, but don't worry. I'll find her. And I'll keep her real safe. You see, I've come to understand the truth of the Death Stranding. Oh, there's so much you people don't know. The girl, for instance, she's not like you or me. Dooms ain't her thing. And she's more into destruction on a worldwide scale. An extinction entity. Oh, it's so hard to form connections when you can't shake hands. Fortunately, I've got a good connection to the other side. Now you're no bridge. To me, I'm bound to all of it. This world, that world, and our sweet little angel of death. You're on the menu. All it'll take is one itty-bitty void out to blow us all to kingdom come. So how about it? Aren't you getting tired of the grind? Isn't this what you've been waiting for this whole time? A game over.
Alright, here we go. This is our first boss fight in the game.
According to our damage assessments, it would only take a single void out to total Port Knot City. A single BT allowed to make contact with a civilian would be enough. We can't let that happen. You've got to deal with that BT right now.
Alright, so he definitely has way more health on very hard mode than he does on hard mode. So that seems to be the difficulty change here. And now, I've never died to this guy before, but there's a very good chance that if we do get eaten, there will be a void out or a game over. As they did reference. It is literally a fourth wall break. They are mentioning that this is a video game. Higgs, played by Troy Baker, possibly my favorite character in the game. Tommy Earl Jenkins, who plays Die Hardman. Wonderful human being, though. Wonderful actor. Really pulls through as well. Ow, I tripped. I wasn't expecting that. So there's not really a crazy amount of strategy here. You may think like, hey, what's the go-to strat? The go-to strat is just yeet as many grenades into this thing as you can until it dies, because we really don't have much we can do here. Alright, so we ran out of these somatic grenades, so let's throw them on the ground so they're not weighing us down. And I don't believe you do additional damage. Oh, these are other players here. Thank you. If you throw the grenade hard or light. But don't quote me on that. I don't really know. We'll find out, I'm sure, though. Definitely want to grab more blood bags when we get a chance to. Keep grabbing these grenades as best as we can. Alright, let's drop this here. And I think we could also drop a blood bag. He's turning around now, though. We're doing okay on grenades. We want to get to higher ground because the water is essentially that of ink. Kind of like a squid ink or something like that. It really is just water, but it's water from the beach. And for whatever reason that means that it's like really thick. And will inherently slow you down. But then again, also, maybe it's just water being water. I mean, if you ever try to run in water, it's not particularly easy. Keep tripping. Oh man, I think all the damage I've taken so far has been from this. Oh god. Do a little dodgy dodge. Hit him. Alright, sweet. we go. Poor BB's upset, but there's really nothing we can do. This boss fight's gonna be a while. Just because of the difficulty and the low-level grenades. There's nothing you can really do about it, though. Other than play at a different difficulty, I guess. You may notice we're getting our health back. That's because the blood banks will administer blood to you as you're losing health. Gotta be careful when the monster's glowing like that. Potentially eat you. That's the thing, if you're eaten alive, it's basically antimatter and matter colliding, which will trigger the void out. Gotta keep making sure we're dropping these. I didn't realize he can throw buses, but apparently he can. Yeesh! He's an angry boy. Gonna try and take down this building. Nice. Okay, bus is back. Nice. Good jump. We're actually low on grenades already. I'm going to need to grab some more from other players. Green means it's from other players, and blue means that... Oh, shit. He's whipping us with his tentacles. Blue means that it's from the game. Alright, we really just need the hematic grenades. I think we're good on blood. Thank you. He's getting pretty low. He's already in the red. I see the health bar seems to be updated. I don't remember it actually changing color on the boss, depending on how much health it has left over. That's pretty nice. Oh wait, what? Thought I dropped this, but apparently not. I must have dropped the other one. Whoops, I'm an idiot. Oh god. Yeah, I literally like just dropped my own hematic grenades. I don't think I really need EX grenades, although maybe they buffed them. Not sure exactly the point of the EX2s, but hey, it is a thing. And there we go. Not too bad, actually. The only damage we sustained was from ourselves. And hilariously, the game is saying that Die Hardman is the one that gave us this mission. I guess because he was radio us when this happened. Or did he radio us? Okay, we already got A rank. So our first low rank, but hey, it's whatever. We got the achievement. We need you, Sam. The boss fights usually are the ones that I find to be a little bit more difficult to S rank, and I think it's all a time-based thing. So one cool thing that you don't really get to notice here, and I'll go over it in a sec.
Incredible. Simply
Incredible. For the first time in history, a human being has defeated a BT. Were you not a repatriate, I doubt it would have been possible. Not only does contact with your fluids pose no risk of triggering a void out, but in much the same way as your car is rejected by the beach, your blood can be used to expel BTs from our world and return them to the other side. You've given us hope, Sam. Perhaps we may yet be saved.
Be proud, my friend. Emily's still waiting for you in the west. Head to your boat. It's ready. Get those supplies to Lake Knot City. We're just getting started.
So this is probably the most gracious the game will ever be with defeating a an enemy like this. Almost 2,000 kilograms. What would that be? A kilokyro? Actually, more than 2,000. Damn, there's so many there. Hold on, I see it blow my nose. All right. So one thing we don't really get to see here is actually the light coming back into the world. Whenever you get pulled in by a BT, a lot of the time the game gets darker. And the cool thing here is essentially you purify the area. Oh! My poor booties. They're broken. I didn't even realize that. See, so the game just literally tells you that your footwear is destroyed. So you know what? Let's rest it up. Nothing wrong with that.
It's about to drop.
And then we will go to our boots. Or I guess you could actually look at your boots if you really want. Look at them booties. And then let's replace them. I don't know why I like doing it this way rather than going through the menus, but I don't know. Some of those games where I really like immersing myself into the world. And there you go. And the old boots just disappear because they're damaged and completely destroyed. I didn't even think about replacing our boots before that fight. Let's go into our cargo. Oh, we can't actually adjust anything. Let's go into data then. Tips. Oh, we had multiple pages. I forgot about that whole mechanic. You can have multiple pages of stuff. Footwear deterioration. Walking will cause footwear to gradually die. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's play some music for BB. Oh, sorry. Alright. I noticed that not only do we get stamina back, but we also get fatigue levels reduced, which is nice. So we definitely gotta keep that in mind, because that could mean that... I'm not sure what the difference is between fatigue and stamina. So I think stamina is the bar, but I think fatigue is like the white bar, the permanent damage to your stamina. So that's also good to know. Maybe doing a little bit of a musical whatever the hell before you start could be really useful for us. And reducing the stamina drain. Alright, I'll grab our blood bags here, put them in our utility pouch. And anything else partially used? Looks like this one bag is, so we'll just drop it on the ground. And grab the new bag and put it in our utility pouch. And as for the pneumatic grenades, we'll just drop those on the ground. Only reason why, in case you're asking, is because I don't care. I don't want them. I love how they still leave everything on the ground. I just love those poop grenades over there just hanging out. What does that actually do against a boss? I'll be honest, I only ever use blood grenades, but if there's actually a reason to use number 2 on these bosses, then maybe we'll consider doing that. Regardless, though, we're going to wrap it up here because I just realized what time it is in the video recording length. So, we'll continue on to the next phase, and I believe we're going to the next island in the next episode. So, hope you guys are as excited for that as I am, and I will see you all next time.
Don't mind me.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.